Hello, we are going to continue my declutter series. We have made it to the face palette drawers. Now, if you watched my declutter series last time, I cheated when it came to face palettes. I didn't actually declutter anything. I just moved stuff around and made a second drawer. So I have two drawers. We're going to go through both of them. Just because I feel like it's excessive. I have a hard time with face palettes. I have an easier time getting rid of eyeshadow palettes lately than I do with face palettes, and I'm not real sure why. And especially right now because I have the only powder, I have a little bit of powder under my eyes to set my concealer. There is no powder on the rest of my face. I have cream blush, cream bronzer, cream highlighter. There is no powder. I have not used a powder face palette in a hot minute. We're getting into summer. Now, I don't need to purge everything that I have because I will, like circle of life here, the pendulum will swing back around and I'll probably start using these more. But I definitely want to go through these and at least make sure, like that hair is black. My hair hasn't been black in a little bit. I need to at least make sure that I like what I have. I do have adequate room to house what I have, but again, if I get much more, we're going to run into an issue, so we need to go through these. But yeah, that's where I'm at with that. There's a couple of cream ones in here, so I need to just assess if I need to keep all of them or not. But yeah, let me reposition you and we'll jump. First drawer, second drawer is over here. I tried to move you around. I repositioned my table. I think you can see my background a little better. I'm happy with that move, but I had to move you over so you could see the drawer. So let's jump in. One that I want to keep is my Trick or Treat face palette from Creature Cosmetics. I do not like their eyeshadow. I like their lip products and I like their cheek products. This one has gone out of stock and they brought it back a few times. It's got a contour, a bronzer, and two blushes, and I'm able to use everything in here. This I have to build up because it is very light, but it is a true like gray, and the packaging is cute. I love a horror theme, so having horror makeup just makes me happy. I did buy this one when they were doing a sale. I got like 35% off. This is the Tar Man. This was part of their, but you can see like with these, and I've had this happen with Lorella, these start to warp a little bit and it bugs the poop out of me. Again, I've had this happen with some of the Lorella palettes that are goofy shaped. So far, I haven't had issues with this one. This one feels a little bit better constructed to me, but like, yeah, that would never travel with this because yeah, look, it still doesn't want to sit completely flush. So I have to make sure this, there is a magnet here. Is there a magnet in here? Yeah, it's just, I'm gonna have to like clamp this or something, but I think I used the highlighter in here, but I haven't used the rest of this. I am actually able to utilize this whole thing. Do I need this one? No, I keep it because it's horror themed. Like I said, I need to clamp, get the little like the paper clips, but the clamp ones, and like I have some somewhere. I need to clamp that down because yeah, that bugs the tar out of me. It happened with the Ghost palette that we got from Lorella because again, that once they start doing that, they continue to do it. This is from Jelly Pong Pong Cosmetics. This is the Orion palette. These are just glowy blushes. Like I can't use any of these as highlighters. Excuse me. I don't think that I need to keep this per se. Like it's pretty, but I've never been compelled to reach that. I'm going to set that over there for now. That one could probably go. I have this one from Ciate London. This is the Cherry Bomb palette. I think these are technically both blush, but this one I feel like is like a bronzy color, and then you've got like a glowy blush topper and a highlighter. This is pretty. I haven't used this yet. I think I'll hold on to this one, but this is one I could potentially see decluttering just because of the shades that are in it. Got another horror one from Creature Cosmetics. This is Randy's Rules. Again, I can use everything in here. It works for my skin tone. 2 highlighters, 2 blushes, and 2 bronzers. Randy's one of my favorite characters. from a horror movie. So keeping that. This is Game of Thrones. I use these as blush topper. I can use this as a highlighter, and then I use this as a like a bronzer topper. I don't use this often, but again, it's Game of Thrones. My husband and I started, like, he got me into Game of Thrones when we first started dating, and we binged watched it to catch up, and I have fond memories of Game of Thrones. Let's see, this is 2 blushes and a highlighter from Ofra that can probably stay. I have this one from the Balm. I like this little trio. Again, you've got blush, topper, highlighter, and bronzer. The Mayonnaise Sisters. Got a couple from Ofra in here. This one is pretty. I've traveled with this one. You got an orange blush, purple blush, 2 bronzers, and 2 highlighters. This is Head in the Clouds. Again, pink, purple, orange blush, and these are like duochrome highlighters. And I like Ofra. I've talked about this before. These pans are magnetic and can come out, so you can like customize and swap and take things out of like the smaller one and put ones in here if you wanted to take that traveling. So I like being able to do that. This is one from Pure. This setting powder is really nice. Bronzer, blush, and highlighter. This is in Fair Light. They don't make these anymore. This is really good. The powder, the setting powder that's in here is really good. This is one that I've used upstairs in my caboodle a lot. This is super old from Tarte. You can kind of see like the dip in here. This was my everyday for a long, long time. There's nothing wrong with it. It's still good. This is one that I've kept. It's got a setting powder and a blush, 2 highlighters, and then 2 bronzers. I kept this because it's got a setting powder. It's like a full face palette. I don't love Physicians Formula, but this is one I've decluttered and brought back. I not really utilized this a lot, so I want to see when I get back into powder if I can get some use out of this. We'll keep that for now. Again, I don't love that. We got still another Ofra palette. What's in you? Oh, this one's the one that's got eyeshadow in it. Okay. So this is, again, a complete, like, eyes, face situation. Another one from the Balm. It's got blush, bronzer, highlighter, and eyeshadow. I like the Balm a lot. I just don't have a lot of stuff that I kept from them for whatever reason. Becca, I'm going to keep. I've got these 2. There's the Tarte one. This is a complete. You've got cream blush, powder blush, highlighter, eyeshadow, brows. You can use those as liners. You've got bronzer, setting powder, concealers. This is in, I think this is in medium. Like, these probably wouldn't work as under eye concealers on me. I think I went a little bit darker because I liked the blush shades in this one better than in the light palette. I think this is the medium one, if I remember correctly. I think they had 3 options. And then I have the It Cosmetics one that they did. They don't do these anymore. I think they kind of ran the course this last Christmas. Tarte took over. But again, concealer, setting powder, bronzer, blush, lip or cheek, highlighter, eyeshadow, liner. I do think the Tarte one is better than the It one that I have. It Cosmetics did a bunch of these over the years, but I do think out of the one that I got, they did this one and then they re-released this again in different packaging and then we're done. I do think the Tarte one is a little better than that, but they are nice if you're traveling because you can just literally take a concealer, this mascara, and that's it. Okay, so out of this drawer, this is technically eyeshadow, but I got this as like bronzer and highlighter. We got rid of one thing out of this drawer. This is one that if I don't like it later, I'm gonna get rid of. I think, like, I don't love the eyeshadows that are in this one, and I'm looking because I'm like, I didn't get rid of hardly anything, and I have 3 Ofra palettes in here. I like these better. I think because I've decluttered this before, and then I got it again in another box, and I kept it. I have traveled with it, but I'm not going to say that I love it. And since I have those other 2 palettes, I think I may declutter this again, since I have these other two, because I feel like it's excessive to have 3 of these. So I think I'm going to declutter that one again and then just keep these 2. We'll do that. I'm going to leave out this one because I need to, this lid's getting worse. I need to clamp this down before I put that back in this drawer. Doing well, but I got rid of 2, which is more than I got rid of last time, because like I said, all I did last time was just rearrange and add a drawer, so that I cheated. Put you over here so that hopefully I can remember to bring down the little clampy paper clips. So let's go through this one. This one is cream. I don't know what, I think one of these is blush. Oh God, I can never get these open. Oh. I have, again, there's 2. I did get rid of the trio that I had. So this is Iconic London. So this is just blush, and I do like the shade assortment that's in here. I do feel like these 3 probably look the same on the face, but I like there's a red, a light pink, and orange. So I think I'll hold on to that for now. Okay. This one I think is the face palette where it's bronzer and stuff. Yeah. You got 2 highlighters, 2 bronzers, and 2 blush shades, all cream. I have a little one from Laura Geller that is pretty. So I think I'll keep that. I don't need it. Don't need anything really, but there's an Appeal one. What's new? These ones are really small. I think I kept this. I've used 2 of the bronzer shades, but like these could theoretically be used as concealers. You've got a row of like bronzery shades. Like this looks like maybe an orangey bronzer or a blush, and then you get into the cream blushes. I think the only reason I've kept this is because it's small, and traveling, like you've got a grayish one, more like actual bronzer shades, different concealers, white in here. This is very versatile as far as full face goes. I was gonna declutter this, but looking at it, like it makes sense to keep that. They're very creamy. This is old. These are super shiny, but I love this. From Pure. I don't think this exists anymore, but this is fabulous. These are so pretty. OVP Beauty. This almost looks, oh no, I'm thinking of something else. I think I got rid of that. This again is bronzer, highlighter, blush. These work for me. I don't think there's anything in here that doesn't, so I'm gonna try and stop saying that. I've got an old Becca. This is one of the Chloe and Malika collabs. I don't know who they made that collab for, because both of those were pretty light. Like this highlighter works for my skin tone. They're both like darker complected. I'm not real sure what happened with that. This is Alamar, a cheek palette. It's got a cream blush, it's got a nude base, a powder blush, and a highlighter in it. This I don't think I've used. I don't think I've touched this at all. The highlighter that's in here is real pretty, but I don't know that that's a reason to keep this, just because I have so much. So I think this is one I may pass on to somebody else. I have this ABH one. That's pretty. I can't seem to part with it because it's ABH, which is stupid. The Sweet Peach one from Too Faced is still good. This works on my skin tone. When this came out, this was super controversial because there was people that this like baked stuff didn't work on. It works for me. I got this used on Poshmark. I think I just got lucky because of how fair I am. This is an old one from Marc Jacobs that I got through like BoxyCharm when they were getting rid of the brand. I got Laura Geller. Baked Trio. I think this is Dolce or Vanilla something. This is one of their more popular highlighters. I have the Ulta brand version. This is just as good. The tone's different in these. Like this one's definitely warmer. This is cooler all around as far as blush and bronzer, but just as good. You don't need to spend your money on the Laura Geller one. That's the only reason I bought this, was to compare it to this, because I've had this one for a long time. This is Santorini Sun, but these are good. They have 3 or 4 versions of this. I have one Hourglass palette. This is fine. I don't think I'll ever spend the money on another one. I don't think I need to have more than one. I like that there's 2 different setting powders. I have a bronzer, a highlighter, 2 blushes. This all works for me. I wouldn't really call these setting powders. They're like finishing powders. I do use the lighter one to set a little bit, but again, these are fine. I'll keep this, but I don't know that I feel compelled to have another one. I do have a baked palette from Sephora. My mother-in-law got this for my birthday a couple years ago. I like this. It looks pretty on me. This one I got on clearance. It's Sephora brand. It was a holiday palette. Again, it's got like a matte bronzer, and like this could be like a glowy bronzer or highlighter. There's like 3 blushes and then like an actual highlighter. I've not used this at all, so I'm gonna keep it for another round and see if I use it. And then I have 2 Benefit. These ones I like lusted after, finally got them. They both have Hoola. I got this one because it's got cookie in it and Hoola, which are very popular, but it's got Sugar Bomb, Dallas, and Georgia. And it smells like peach. And then I have this one that also has Hoola and Dallas. Dandelion has Tickle and California. I wish I could depot these and just make one, because I probably wouldn't keep both, because there's components from both that I like, but there's things also in both that I don't like. I wish I could pop them out and cut, because I, again, would not have both, but I refuse to get rid of them. So I gotten rid of 3 things. So I got rid of 3. I don't understand why it is so hard for me to get rid of face palettes. I have emotional attachments to some of these, like this. I've tried to get rid of this a couple of times. I can't do it. This one is old, so I would never pass it on to anybody. So at this point, I'm just trying to keep it out of the landfill. 3 is better than I did last time, because like I said, last time I cheated and just figured out how to make another drawer so I wouldn't have to get rid of anything. But I did get rid of 3. So I'm gonna, this is brand new, so this will go in with the giveaway stuff. I think this is also brand new. This has not been touched. I feel like I swatched one of these, but I can't even tell. It doesn't look like it. So this is brand new. This I used like a handful of times when I went to Montana this last time. So this is like super gently used. But again, the nice thing is these can pop out. If you've got like full-size highlighters, you can swap out. Like you can change these out and customize them a little bit, which is nice. So there's 3 that are going to go in the giveaway. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Hopefully you're not too hard on me. Like I said, I at least got rid of a couple of things. That makes me feel a little bit better. And I'm going to try and get some clamps to keep that guy closed. But yeah, thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and hopefully I will see you in another video. Bye, everybody.